You know, we've always heard that the black man leaves the black family, abandons his woman and children, won't take care of the children, won't work, stays out all night, turns into a drunk, takes drugs. You know, we've heard a lot of negative things.
Black women in America, you need to know that the chances are you'll most likely run into sisters who come from this background and have the qualities, personalities, and characteristics we're going to discuss in this video. So let's start with where she came from and her upbringing as a child. She was born in a household which has a financial structure.
Law of ugliness. There are a lot of attractive, ugly people. On the outside, they look good. They fit the current stereotype of what's considered to be attractive. You can look at them, they can reel you in with their looks. But on the inside, they got nothing going on. Therefore, they're not actually beautiful. People always say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I would say it's in the values of the beholder. It is about who you really are. What is your spirit? What is your soul? What are the things that make you a true human being on this planet Earth that gives you value outside of your look?
Happy 2026. This is the Trey podcast, and we are back. I'm she Trey. Welcome back.
Yes.
We need. Do we have an applause on here? Do we have?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I think we got an applause on here. Do we have an applause? I think we got an applause on here. Yeah, we got an applause on here. Let me see. Give me a second. We on the fly. We got applause. We're gonna add an applause to this. Okay. Let's see. There it is. There we go. Well, welcome back. This is the Trey podcast where we have conversations, uncomfortable conversations that everybody want to have, but nobody seems to have. And we're going to talk about things that bother us, that bothers people, and we want to share with people. Today, it is called Friends and Family.
Mm-hmm.
Friends and family is the conversation today simply because we're going to talk about what do friends and family owe you? Do they owe you anything? Is it possible to have friends and family and still fall on your face? And a few other things. What are the responsibilities of friends and family? So I'm going to let you open up with what's 2026. You started off.
No, it's a catch-22 to all this. I think friends and family should be your number one supporters, your first supporters. They're your first everything. You're supposed to be able to bounce ideas off of them. They're supposed to help motivate you to get better or to do better. I think they should be the ones that support you. And I think that sets the tone for how you elevate in life. Then you got some people that think they be low key. I don't know if it's jealousy or it's envy, whatever it is. They don't want to see you succeed. Then you got some people that are leeches and they need that tough love. So they got to get their support from somewhere else. So that's how I will start that. I got 3 different entities.
Yeah, I'm with you. Friends and family should be your your initial supporter. Should be your original support system. These are people who when you're inspired to create something, they should be the people that push you forward. Because let's be honest, these are the people that's gonna have their hands out when they work. So you need to be the number one supporters. And for whatever reason, a lot of people's friends and family are not that big time support system. Before we move forward, I want to do this. We are live also on the enterthebench.com, and we want to thank everybody for tapping in. And again, we are the Trey podcast. Now, yeah, man, friends and family should be the people who. One of my issues with friends and family is I don't see enough friends and family telling you what's going on when you don't see it. A lot of people, well, you should know, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe I'm not aware of. And I think you should be the reason. You should be the reason. Nothing can trick me up. Nothing can trip me up. Nothing can put me in a bad situation. Nobody or nothing should bring harm to me when I'm in this situation. And I think, I want to hear your opinion. I think far too many friends watch their friends fall on their face.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I know a lot of people that watch their friends fall on their face, and I don't know if, like, again, I got two sides to the story. Like, most people that watch you fall on your face enjoy it. They
Mhm.
looking for it. Like, they get joy out of seeing you fail. Then you got some people that are out here that you've told before, hey, this is such and such, 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 and they reacted to you in a negative way. So you was like, forget it. I ain't even gonna bother no more. But I think that no matter how much I push back or whatever it is that I do, or I didn't accept it the first time, I think you should still tell. I don't want to be somewhere, anywhere in life, and then one of my friends or family knows something that I didn't know, and then I get blindsided by somebody else. I
Yeah.
don't care if I cursed you out last Tuesday. Please tell me. Let me curse you out again, and we still gonna be friends. But please do not let me be blindsided by any enemy with the information that you've been doing. Then when I bring it to you, you be like, "Oh, I've been new to."
Yeah, and like the question said, what are the responsibilities of friends and family? That is the responsibility of friends and family. A lot of people, whether it be relationships, whether it be professional, whether it just be socially conscious. I had a friend, a very good friend last year. I have a loud voice. You know, my voice is heavy, it carries. And I was joking and I was saying something that potentially could have been offensive. It wasn't offensive. It was it wasn't meant to be offensive, but if you heard it out of context, it could be taken offensively.
Mhm,
And somebody who the conversation wasn't meant for, they heard it and got offended, right?
mhm, mhm,
Hey, what's happening? Uh, 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 and they got offended. And
mhm.
the person stood right in front of me and said, "Yeah, man, you were kind of loud." And I'm like, "Hold up, what? You heard me loud. You knew this may or may not be been received positively, and you let
Right. And you let me do it, or you didn't pause and say something like, "Bro, calm down. Right now,
you
it's
know, right, you loud,
too loud. People can hear us."
and that's the thing that bothers me about this whole friends thing. Because hold on. You mean to tell me you heard me loud? You know this conversation wasn't for everybody, and you still let me keep talking. I was gonna say something, and it's like, what the hell you mean you was gonna say
Yes,
something?
say something. Thank you. Don't try to say something after you hear somebody else say something. Now you want to jump on the bandwagon. No, no, no. Jump on out there. Let
Yeah,
me know. Don't let me embarrass myself. Don't let me make a fool of myself. Don't make me look bad. And my friend is sitting here like, I ain't with him.
thank you for the support. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend,
Mhm.
and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, man, and I'm not angry with the person. I'm disappointed, and people need to realize there's a difference in disappointment and anger. But how is it that you just watch me fall?
Mhm.
You watch me fall, and you swear to God that you are my friend.
Mhm.
You knew what I was saying was a joke. You knew it was a joke, but you still let me look like a damn fool in the middle of this joke. And I just don't understand that. But you'll tell everybody you my friend, you my buddy, you my brother, my homie, and all that. But you literally watch me look like a damn fool. And
Right.
I just don't understand that. To me, that is the responsibility of friends. People, let me ask you this. People always say, well, that's on you. Whether it's in relationship, well, we're going to talk about that later. But
Mhm.
how is it that you're supposed to be my friend? You know that I don't realize I'm doing the right thing, and you just watch. And then, like you say, don't jump on the bandwagon.
Right.
Don't jump on the bandwagon. Steer the bandwagon.
Mhm.
Drive the
Mhm.
wagon. What do you think about that?
Right. Because I don't like people to jump on the bandwagon. I don't like people. I want you to be you. If you're my genuine friend, I want you to make sure that you're looking out for me and you. You know what I'm saying? It's a partnership with your friends, family, and all that. Because when one look bad, we all look bad. Like, okay, I don't want you to be nowhere but like, I don't know them. I don't know why they did that. No, no, no. They did this. I got their back. Like, I want you to have my back in everything that I do, my fall, my ups, my downs, all that. Don't try to go. Then when I'm sore and I'm on top of that, now we kumbaya, we best friends. No, no, no. But when I was at my lowest, or when I did something that you didn't approve of, you didn't stand up, you didn't say nothing. And then now I'm sitting here, dwindling, falling off, all this and that. Don't nobody know me. I'm a pariah. No, no, no. Pick a lane. You gonna be for
Yeah,
me or you ain't for me. Pick a lane.
yeah. Thank you, Poetic Sin. Thank you, everybody in the chat room.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody in the chat room who supports. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see what this says. The devil usually. There you go. There it is. The devil is an active player in this, and people don't. I ain't talking about this mystical man with a pitchfork, and it's just that inner you that you see people. This leads us to the second topic: the people that leads you to allowing me to make a mistake. If mistakes are made, our friends and family there to prevent them. Yes. Why are you around me if you're not going to try to help prevent me?
They should be the first one.
Exactly. Talk on, speak on it.
It should be the first ones. I shouldn't have an outsider pull me to the side and be like, you shouldn't have did woo at the bed. And then whole time my best friend's still standing right there. What are we doing? What are we doing? You get most of the times nowadays because back in the days it wasn't like that. Your friend stood behind you 10 toes. Nowadays it's 20, 25, 20, whatever. It seems like you have more strangers looking out for you than you have people that you blood related to, water, whatever it is. It seems like, where those people at? Are we not bringing these people back in the new year with us? Because like I done got more help from strangers than I done got from people that I actually, was rocking with for a long time.
Exactly. Which is a good, it's a gift and a curse, because you want the people in the community or the people who are around you to help you not fall. And that's it. If we're around each other, friends, associates, passers by, if they're trying to help too, that's wonderful. But how is it that you, my friend, it's your job?
Yes.
My sister, my cousin, my uncle, my aunt, my niece, my nephew, my father, my grand, it's y'all job. Friends, brothers, homies, whatever you want to sister. Y'all got all these honorifics that I want to hang on people, but y'all watch somebody crash and damn burn. Yeah. Time for you to read. It's 2026. I still can't read nothing. I need blue glasses. But
it says friends got to be the ones who got your back and tell you straight, even if it's not what you want to hear. Intentions got to be good. Yes, I just said that earlier, because even if I don't want to hear it, I still need you to tell it to me. And then you got to be mindful of the reason why they telling it to you, because I think some people somewhere get a kick out of your downfall. Telling you bad news. But definitely tell me. I don't care if it's gonna make me cry, laugh. I don't care what it's gonna do. Please tell me. I don't care if I'm ready to fight you afterwards. Please tell me. Tell me.
And that's the thing, man. Friends.
I'm appreciate it more if I hear from you versus
exactly. And then people get caught. People always use this trap door where people get mad. Well, why are we around each other if you're gonna get mad when I try to help you? Why? At some point, like, it's things that if you said something to me, I am going to receive it, point blank, period, in a sentence. I don't care. I may not like it. I may not want to hear it. But if I'm listening to you, I'm going, man, fuck this. I don't hear that shit, man. But it's coming from you. So I know I don't want to hear it, but I got to hear it. Maybe we need to get we need to put out a gigantic group hug out here or something, because, man, this is insane. We got people out here just playing in their behinds, standing around people smile. I don't need no more drinking buddies. For one, I don't drink that much no more. So I don't need nobody to hold my coat while I get my ass kicked. Either we, this is a lifetime fight. You don't want me to look like a fool. You don't want me to get screwed over. You don't want me to fall on my face. That is your job if you're around me on a regular basis. Otherwise, go over there with the rest of the crowd and watch, and then talk about me like a dog, like everybody else. There you go.
And you got to learn who your friends are, associates and casual acquaintances. Everyone is not your friend. This is true. I don't care if y'all was friends since the sandbox. Some of them people are not your friends. They just been around.
Exactly. Because, man, I don't get it no more. I mean, the reason I thought of this topic is I got a very good friend. I watched him fall on his face twice. And I'm going to carry that for the rest of my life. I'm not going to go into what happened, but he's in a bad situation for at least the next 10 years. And I ain't saying I could have prevented it, but I didn't say nothing. And I feel bad for not saying anything. And that's what bothers me about the whole get down. I didn't say anything about it. That's something that just drives me up a wall because I'm like, man, I should have said something. And again, I don't even know if he would have listened, but at least I wouldn't have this guilt on me for not saying something. And that's why I'm like, man, I don't understand why people, oh, man, you my homie, you my brother. And let me go back to last summer. Yeah. I'm sitting there talking trash. I was literally just talking. The stuff that I was saying, it was an off-colored joke, and it was a joke of sexual content, but it wasn't meant to offend anybody because I'm thinking I'm talking to the 5 people around me, and then this girl walked up. I heard what you said. I'm like, what? You're gonna have to apologize. And she was saying it halfway joking but halfway serious. I'm like, what you talking about? And then my man go, she heard what you said. I'm like, yeah, you was kind of loud. I was like,
so you ain't tap me?
You're right. You suspect now because you knew we were joking.
You ain't do the big eyes and do the.
Like, yeah, nah, I ain't do none of that. And I'm like, thanks, man. Thank you for letting me fall on my damn face, make a complete ass out of myself, because that's exactly what I needed. I needed to look like an ass right now because I ain't got nothing else to do today but look like an ass. So thank you for helping me, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
I know back in the days I used to be hesitant on telling certain people certain things because of their reactions. So I used to either tell somebody else I thought that was closer to that person so that they can decide if they're going to tell. Because I didn't want to be the one to tell. Like, I go tell Woo out the band, can you please tell, or can you call, or figure out how to get it in the conversation so it can come out. Now that I'm this age, I'm at the point, like, I'm going to just say it. Like, I'm going to try to figure out how to say it without being aggressive. But certain things have got to be said now. Like, I don't know if you know that this is not. I was
man. Because see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We at this age and we still watching people fail. Well, you should know. How you know what my life experience is? I should know a lot of stuff that I don't know. And just because I'm this age don't mean I know. You don't know. Like, it's a Malcolm X quote. Don't assume people know what you know because you ain't known what you known that long.
Thank you.
So what's up, man? But I don't understand why we standing around each other, laughing and joking with each other, on the phone with each other, group texting with each other, Facebook with each other, and still watching people fail. Actually looking at the world the way it is now. You know, you got people, aunties and uncles and aunts and grandparents and parents struggling financially right now because they ain't gonna get SNAP benefits, and then you still got people talking reckless. We should be able to say, hey, you sound stupid right now.
Right. I say a lot of people think failures are comedies when we should help prevent others from failing, especially if they're your friend. Exactly. I told you, it's a lot of people out here that be hoping and praying, and then as soon as they tell you the bad news, they get a smile or a smirk on their face. You enjoy telling me that. You enjoy hurting my feelings. You enjoy that I failed and you didn't, and you watched it. You know what I'm saying? You watched me crash and burn, and you got joy out of it.
You got joy out of it, and it's a pathetic situation. At what point why? You know what? I hate to make it a racial thing, but I'm gonna go racial on this. Why? How is it possible for you to be black in the United States of America and enjoy somebody failing when you got racism, you got discrimination, you got sexism, you got black women being under attack, you got black men getting killed, you got black children being villainized, and you have the audacity to, for one, side with the other side because I ain't doing bad no more. But you know what? I ain't never seen a billionaire criticize somebody. Something else I ain't never seen, a billionaire on social media. So why is it that you're comfortable pointing the finger and laughing at something that you think is a failure when you a C student your damn self?
Thank you.
You ain't the best you could be.
Because I bet you if I dig hard enough, I'm sure I can find something that you did and we all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure of it. Just because you winning right now don't mean that it ain't something that you couldn't have been did better at. If they my true friend, I will help as needed. We got to be our brothers and sisters keepers, especially in the community. Exactly. Especially now. Especially we dropping like flies. Baby, listen, we got to figure it out. We got to come together because we all we got. It's over. We the last of the outside kids. This is it for us.
Man, we need to put that on a t-shirt. The last of the outside kids.
We the last of the outside kids. Ain't no more latchkey kids. Ain't no more none of that. These people are so social media, electronic. They would never survive the way we survived when we was younger. So we the last of the street smarts. All of that. Ain't no more of that no more. Ain't no more of that. They think what they're doing now is smart. But we had it back then. You know what I'm saying? We had so much things you had to do. They not running from the police. They not figuring it out. They not going outside. Not to say like sell drugs, but like they not going outside. They on a pull up. They got everything is electronic. They got everything on paper. So if I wanted to hack their phones right now, baby, we got cases, RICO cases on everybody. Everybody.
And you know how I know you telling the truth. My nephew, my oldest nephew, he my barber also. One of his ex-girlfriends, son is getting his hair cut. He opens his phone up and shows us him stealing cars.
Yes.
And I'm like,
when did that become the
what
thing?
are you doing? I'm like,
so anybody get your phone, it's over. They get out in the world, it's over. You didn't even know half of the things that were going on in the neighborhood back in the days because people wasn't televising it. You didn't hear about it until it was on the news or something. You like, they did what? What happened?
Until it went all the way bad.
Yes, until somebody didn't get that cut. Then
now.
Yes, we are the last of the outside kids. I ain't lying.
Yeah, we the last of the outside kids.
We was the kids that if the street lights came on, we had to come in the house, but you cried because you had to come in the house. Now these kids right here, we got to make them go out. They crying because they got to go outside. If I tell my kids go outside right now, it's gonna be a hooping and hollering. Oh, what's outside? It's your friends, the air, the sun, the birds, the
Man, I remember my daddy's nickname is Rooster because he used to try to get up, and get out.
Yes.
Right. They call him Rooster. My mama used to, you can't go out to 12. I'm like,
right. I just remember you couldn't even go outside before 12 o'clock. So you was waiting for 12 o'clock just to go outside. Man. You was waiting on them cartoons to go off. As soon as them cartoons went off, you was outside. We the last of the outside kids. We cried and we ain't no in and out. Because once she said that, baby, we was outside.
Man, because
we was the last of the kids that smell like outside. Kids don't even smell like outside no more.
Man, I thought that was, I still ain't never smelled. I don't think women can smell outside. But
the last of the kids that smell like outside.
You smell like outside. When the last time somebody told their kids you smell like outside?
Yes, ain't no way.
Phobia about being stinky right now because I would walk in the house, the door closed. My mom would say, "Brian, oh, you stink. Go take a shower." She was just really just saying, "Go take a shower." I'm thinking I really stink, and I'm like, "You can smell like me from
outside."
there?
Yeah, outside has a smell, and then it's like. You was hoping that they look out the window because if you was one of them people that was able to play on your block, you was hoping they didn't look out the window. So you was trying to make sure you wasn't in eyesight because as soon as they see you, CBC, and lock in, that mean I gotta go in the house. No. Let's go down here. We got
man. You know how many times? Look, I knew it. Like you said on Saturdays, the cartoon was off. Fat Albert came on at 11:30. I already ate a bowl of cereal. I am at 11:25. I'm making 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, putting them in a napkin, shoving them in my pocket, because I'm not coming back in here until it's time to.
I ain't hungry. I ain't nothing. I probably got a quarter in my pocket. Go give me a juice, 2 bags of chips, and some penny candy, all with a quarter. Man, I'm not coming back in the house.
Coming back in here because if I come back in here, I'm gonna hear 3 words I never wanted to hear as a child: take a nap.
Yes. Oh no.
I'm not tired.
Yeah, we definitely had school clothes, outside clothes. You had to come in the house and change some clothes most of the times. Like 90% of the time, you had to change your clothes and your shoes before you went back outside. And then my mama, if the street lights came on, she'll let us sit on the porch for a little bit. So we was able to sit on the porch for a little bit longer. Baby. See, $1 was just $2,000 back in the day. Boy, she had $1. She was rich.
$1. Somebody give me $1.
She was rich.
I lost my mind. She was
rich.
Boy,
baby,
you have a party with $1.
Yeah, and we was the last of the kids that was able to go to the store. Now I know it's illegal now. We was the last of the kids that was able to go to the store with a letter saying, "Give my mama wants Newport 100s."
Yeah, my grandmama wants some cigarettes. Yeah, you do it now, somebody going to jail.
You going to jail. You got stuff on credit back then. There ain't no such thing. Them the Thompson family down there, they got credit. So you can go in the store and get certain things. Boy, listen.
Boy. Or when these kids ain't got change.
No, they ain't got no truancy officers. They don't got the street lights. I don't even know if street lights even work no more. I remember them people used to give us the ticket. And you got so many of those, you was going down to the station, or they was gonna take you home. You got in that car, they took you to your door. They don't even got that no more. They should bring that back.
Beat. Now you're getting beat.
You got to bring that back.
Yeah, they bring it back. But yeah, man.
They got to bring back the stuff with the high schools, because if you had so many absences, you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think they
come to class without your mama.
Right. I don't even think they look at that no more.
Hey, you can't even fail in high school no more. You could be the dumbest kid in the whole state. You can't spell your name in boxcar size letters, and you going to 10th grade, in 11th grade, in 12th grade. It's just but again, this goes back to friends. Mm-hmm. I said on the episode, on some of my reels, it used to be H-Rap, my gang banging uncle. He out here selling dope, and my auntie down there, she drinking and smoking weed with her friends. What the hell you doing down here? Going down there, then.
Yeah, grown folks business.
What the hell you doing down here? She's smoking weed, doing something that your grandmama ain't supposed to. They know she doing. He's stealing and selling dope. And get back in the middle, Negro. Get back in the middle.
You could not be in grown folks' face. You had to be seen and not heard. You couldn't be repeat. You couldn't even say nothing back. You couldn't even whisper under your breath. Now these kids got too much fucking freedom because we're trying to gentle parent and give them a voice. Sometimes that voice needs to be shushed.
Man.
I ain't saying we got to put all our grandmas, but baby, listen, some of these people I be seeing in the stores and places, my grandma would never. I would never. Baby, you seen, not heard. You ain't finna be telling people business. They know everybody business. They in on it. They in the conversations. They know too much. I'll stop being these people friends. Stop being these fucking kids friends.
This part of my mouth still hurt.
Stop being that.
My mama been dead 15 years. I'm 55 years old. I said something to somebody conversation. Pow! Don't say that no more. She ain't even have to say get out grown people business. Don't say that no more. And that's what.
Yeah, and everybody on the block knew you because I knew I couldn't go down the street and how little kids probably curse. I couldn't go down the street and do no cursing because Betty Sue that lived on the corner probably would have heard me and would have told my grandma. Then back in the days, they was able to whoop you. Then you got another whooping when you got to where you was at. So it wasn't you had to stay out my business. My mama don't. No, because my mama riding with her.
Friends and family. This is what friends and families for.
They riding with her.
Everybody want to say these kids ain't no good. No, these adults ain't no good.
They showing the hell is because they trying to be. They want to get high, get drunk with their friends instead of putting discipline on them. I ain't saying you can't do whatever you want to do, but I think you still should have instilled some of these old school values for them to know better. You know better, you do better. And then now you wonder why you don't got no control over them because you never put no fear in them in the beginning.
Exactly.
My grandma 90 years old, and I still can't say lie in front of her. I'm 50. Man. So
tell a story. I remember. Hey, I remember my sister had her first child, and I had to say, my sister finna have a baby because pregnant was cussing. Pregnant? What you know about pregnant?
Exactly.
She finna have a baby.
Baby, I'm still scared to this day. And I know better. I don't curse in front of her. I don't do none of that. And I know I'm grown. I got 2 kids. I know I'm grown.
Look, how about this?
I know.
My 21st birthday, my mama bought me a case. She gave me a gift, and as a joke gift, she gave me a case of beer. Mm-hmm. My dumb behind is sneaking the beer. My mama don't touch the milk at all. Mm-hmm. She don't mess with milk. It was like milk was radioactive to my mama. My dumb behind is putting 2 beers behind the milk in the refrigerator. And then one day, it took me 10 minutes to walk past her bedroom. I'm like, I got this beer. And then one day, it took 3 days. I'm like, And then the third day, I was like, oh, she bought the beer. Now I'm strutting through the house like I done something. But still, it was in my mind.
Exactly.
It was in my
You
mind.
said, I remember when my mom was to have company and we got everything we needed before. Exactly. Wasn't no ripping and running in and out them doors. You was in that bedroom, stay in that bedroom. I better not hear or see you coming in and out doing too much. And you better not be in company face too long. Baby, say hi, keep it moving.
And like, keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Ain't no none of this. We all you be going on people's houses, they kids be in your face begging for stuff, sitting on top of you, baby. Listen, I like kids to a certain extent, but certain things I think you should, it's a level of respect. I don't think nobody's kids should be sitting on strangers' laps, cousins' laps, and being all in their faces and making them feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got kids that be like this while you eat. While you got snacks. They got snacks, but they in your face for your snacks still. Or your phone or something. Come on now, we're not doing that.
What's game you playing? Hey.
Mm-hmm. That's why you gotta. I eat before I go to people's houses. I don't bring stuff. You got some people that are trifling that bring stuff to your house, knowing there's other children there. Don't do that. But you don't know. People weren't raised right.
This is the $1 million question right here for the day. This is the phrase that pays. This is the one that we're gonna split the whole room in half. Here we go.
Relationship issues, your friends and family involve themselves. You are supposed to be able to tell your friends and family about your relationships, but then certain things, if you know that you're not committed and leaving, certain things you do have to keep to yourself, or just have that one friend that's non-biased, because they'll end up not liking your significant other, and then y'all will be back together. Or they end up taking up for you, and then now your significant other and that person into it. Now it's a whole big rigmarole because you went and told them you was done, and this ninja ain't this and this and this and that. Because there's a few people I dislike. But if you making my friend happy, I'm gonna be happy for her. Now, that's all I'm gonna say on that. As soon as she get rid of you, they ain't gonna be free.
Ain't gonna better question. If you know your best friend or very good friend, significant other ain't worth two dead flies smushed together, should you say something?
I would. Well, I'll let somebody else know. We have a conversation with like, friend, I don't think he for you. But if that person says, I'm in love, woo, out the bim, then that means I just gotta bite my tongue, let them figure it out on their own. But I said my piece. Because most of my friends would tell you, like, baby, I don't think you should go with that person woo out the damn da da da. I'm like, no, I ain't like that da da da. But 9 times out of 10, they be right. Most friends be right. But you gotta, them your friends. Now, if a ninja say, because it's a catch-22, if a ninja say that girl ain't your friend, that cousin ain't your friend, 9 times out of 10, I gotta think, y'all used to fuck around, or you trying to fuck with her, or she knows some dirt on you and she ain't told me. It says yes, but let them handle it. Yeah, I will let them know, but I'm gonna let them handle it because you never know. Maybe they'll get better. Maybe they see something I don't see, but I said my piece.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Because again, I have a situation that I'm living through right now, and I have a ton of regret for not saying that to this person. Mm-hmm. This person, I've seen them do two situations, two different men that they dealing with, and I'm like, I ain't say nothing. I was like, I took the stance, oh well, that's their business, but they're going to be talking to you about blah, blah, blah. And you're going to be standing there going, I knew this dude was no good. Maybe I believe, like, it's a friend that I have. They used to be a top tier friend. They're still a friend, but I don't see them the way they used to. Or I used to, because not that they didn't tell me, they had a problem with me because of a rumor. Mm-hmm. The rumor was a lie. Mm-hmm. I believe, and it was affecting their family, and it was bothering them. Mm-hmm. I think that person, because what they don't know is somebody said something about them when they were not around, and I discontinued my relationship with them because of them. Because I'm like, oh, you're not. I told her, I said, you can't talk about my man like that. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, this is my mouth. I said, yeah, but this is my house. You can get out, and you can in your car. And you can call this person you sitting there talking to in your car, and you can talk about them. But you can talk about them in my house. The same person heard a rumor about me, and for context, the rumor looked like it was true. it looked like I was guilty of sin.
Mm-hmm.
Because you supposed to be my brother, my best friend, my man, 100 grand and all that, you should have stepped to me. In my opinion, you should have said, hey man, you out of order. Now I said, what you talking about? This, and this. And I'd have said, oh, slow down. That's
Right.
what it is. Let me tell you what it is. And then because of the mutual respect we have for each other, we would have fixed it. It's fixed now. And I don't have a problem with that person, but I don't know if I can trust you the way I should trust you today because you let something burn and it get under your skin, and you supposed to be my guy. You're like, oh, man, that's my man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, you supposed to check me at the worst.
Right.
If you see my slip showing, you need to let me know, hey man, your slip showing. You looking raggedy. And I said, what you talking? And it's over. But you let me crash and you let what you thought crash and burn. I fixed it, but it could have been fixed 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month before, and it wouldn't have been looking as bad.
Exactly. Most people do want to vent. They already know the truth, and they want to see if you see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want to get it confirmed through you.
Man, yep.
It's confirmed. I saw it. I see you, see me, see you. And I get that it take a minute for you to see the light too, because most people don't have that strong cutoff game like you did this today. No. Sometimes it takes a minute for them to get to the love to turn into hate, for them not to want to go back. Because if they leave when they still love, I think if you leave while you still love that person, it's a possibility you turning around and going back with them.
And ironically, I told old girl that I'm finna leave this. I said, hey, if you're not ready to leave, stay. This is like 8 years ago, and they end up being made a fool of. And because another reason I even brought up this topic is one of my homeboys. Part of the reason he is no longer here is because of this topic. God rest his soul, Nolan Posey. He asked me a question, and I told him the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if what you saying is true, she gonna get jackrolled by one of these young thugs you say she running with.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you think so? I said, I know so. If everything you saying is true, 2 weeks later, she got pulled out of her car and beat in her face. Don't this joker go into the hospital and say, Brian was right. Whoa.
How do we get here? How many Brians you know? Because this can't be me. Can't be me.
Right. I'm like, hold it. And I said, you told her that? Yeah, that's what you said. I said, no. I said, if everything you said was right, this could be the end result. Mm-hmm. So I changed my whole way of talking to people. I say, hey, man, life about being happy. If you meet somebody and you at this amount of happy, if they take you down the hill, make sure you get back up to there. Mm-hmm. Take it how you want to. Yeah. And this situation with my homegirl that I'm talking about, I told her that same thing. And now she in a jam. She is in a jam. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I should have told you the truth. And I've had this conversation. Some people say, no, mom, you can't tell people. No, I can tell you the truth. And you deal with it as you see.
Right. I definitely say I think you should still tell the truth and then let them deal with the information as they please. Because if they wouldn't have known, that might help the deciding factor. But I did what I needed to do to clear my conscience. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because I don't want to sit on some information that could hinder. They might have been looking for somebody to tell them this information. And this might have been a straw that broke the camel's back. This could have helped them further. Or they just wanted reassurance. Yeah, I was right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need you to clear your conscience by saying, like, okay, I said this, so you can't come back 10 years later like, bitch, I knew he had 12 kids and a baby. You knew?
Yeah, and this person is in a jam. I'm talking about sister girl is in a jam, and I'm like, I feel horrible. Mm-hmm. I feel bad because I knew that jam was there, and I'm thinking what people say in the world, that ain't my business. That's on them. But if it's not your business and it's on them, I ain't telling nobody to tell somebody, break up with Tree because Tree ain't no good and Tree ain't this. And look, hey, man.
If they're your friends, it's your business.
Right. If they're your friends, it's your business.
Because you don't want to, if they're your real friends, I don't see how you sitting idly by and whatever's hurting them is not hurting you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Then you never know what that person went through to even get up enough courage to tell you this bad news. Because sometimes it's just not as easy as you think. Like, oh, the sky is blue. Oh, your man cheating. Oh, okay, now look, the birds.
Right. Hey.
Why do I bring it up in the conversation to say I saw him with Woo out the bed last Tuesday? You know what I'm saying? But I rather hear, and I want you to tell me. Even I'm the type of person I even want to hear the rumors. Even if you don't got substantial proof, I still want to hear the rumor too, because I don't want to be in a setting where everybody else know the rumor and I don't know the rumor. Now, I ain't saying that the rumor is true. I'm not saying it has no merit to it, but I still want to hear what people are saying. And I'm not going to act off of everything that you tell me, because some of that stuff, it can be hate. But I don't want to go somewhere we all got mutual friends and 90% of the room know the rumor, but I'm sitting here, and you and them got a secret. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, because everybody knows a lot of rumors be spread and they don't be truthful. But I want to hear the rumor, I want to hear the truth, and I want to hear everything that you can actually prove.
Yeah.
I might be thinking in my head, like, am I going crazy? This nigga said he was going knitting.
Right. It's I'm telling you, I saw this bad situation Shorty was going through, and I'm like, and I'm listening to the world, and I'm calling her my friend. And I'm listening to the world, and I'm calling her my friend. And I've been in situations where people have said things to me, and in retrospect, after I ran into the brick wall and busted my nose and my mouth bleeding, I'm sitting there with the galls on my face going, he said that he asked that question, and that's what he was talking about. But why are you just asking silly ass questions instead of saying, yo, not a good move?
Exactly.
Oh, that ain't my business. Well, you know what? Don't tell me shit then. If that ain't your business, don't tell me shit.
If I'm not your business, then don't tell me nothing. And I keep that same energy with you, because now I don't want to be around you because it ain't your business. I don't want to be somewhere, because that's equivalent to saying I'm somewhere and you see me finna get into a fight. That ain't your business. How we gonna pick and choose what's my business and what's not your business? Because all of it is gonna hurt me in the long run, right or wrong.
Exactly. And people, that's what I'm saying. People, oh, that ain't my business. What the hell you mean this ain't my business?
Bitch, I'm your business.
All this is your business, homie.
My well-being.
Flat tires.
Right. My well-being is your business.
Exactly, man. It's just people always want to play these silly ass games out there. Ain't my business. I don't want to say it.
You watch Country Rain, and Dalen was a real friend to Ant at first, calling his ass out.
Exactly. Country Wayne, if for y'all don't know Country Wayne, y'all know the comedian Country Wayne. He has like a dramatic series on YouTube, and it comes out in 13 3 to 6 minute clips a day. And the person that they talking about, Dalen and Anthony, are best friends from college, and now they're in a late to early 40s, late 30s. And Ant was cheating on his wife, and every time Dalen got a chance, he said, "Look here, man, you wrong for this," because he was cheating on his wife with his wife's best friend.
I love that.
Trifling.
I love that he was calling them out. I love that. I did that to a girl recently. She was with this dude. She was like, "How he don't do this? He's not romantic." Woo out the bed. And I'm like, "Well, maybe you got to encourage her. Maybe you got to start it first." I'm giving her tips and tricks at first. Like, okay, did this? She was like, "I did all that. I'm just frustrated." So she was like, "I want to go cheat with Woo out the bed." And I was like, "I don't think you should do that. Like, if you to the point that all of this shit is not working," because I believe in giving people chances, because I don't want you to not go with somebody because y'all not juicing at the same pace. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to sometimes figure out what their issue is, and then figure out if we can work through that together. Now, if you figure you done did all you can, figured it out, and it's not for you, cool. And everything else is not in line, because other shit could be in line, and this could be just a little bit. So if other things ain't lining up, then cool, leave them. But don't be like, "Well, I'm finna go do this." And I'm like, "No, I think you should just leave that person. That way you can be free to do whatever you want to do, because obviously this ain't where you want to be, because having bad sex does not constitute me leaving the whole relationship."
Exactly.
So obviously the whole relationship is garbage.
Right.
So
if that's the deal breaker,
right.
You didn't like that person before the sex. Because didn't you, or did you just walk up to him, "Hey, take off all your clothes real fast. I want to see if you're gonna be my boyfriend. Then he smashed you. It was good that one day, and it's been trash.
It's been trash ever since. That's like something else is going on, so you got to figure that out. Just like when I hate when men be like, "Well, such she not giving to you." You got to figure out what happened. You never know. She might not be mentally attracted to you anymore, and you got to figure out how to fuck her man first before you juice her coochie. That's all I'm saying. Like you got to figure out certain tricks, because most people juice it's up here. The sexual attraction is up here. It ain't got nothing to do with my eyesight. I'm talking about this up here. It's mentally. I got to be mentally ready to do that. I just can be like, oh, here, get you some. So my point is, figure that out first.
And you know what?
Move around.
And it's been times in my life that I smutted myself out. But the women who I dealt with,
that's what I'm talking about. Relationship.
You stupid. Even when I was smutting myself out, you had to be some type of smart.
Mm-hmm.
I have said no to a bunch of gorgeous dummies. Like, nah. Because I always said, like me and somebody was talking the other day. I was like, nah, I ain't mess with her. Hey man, you crazy. I was like, man, she's stupid. And if this rubber break, I'm gonna have a stupid baby. Or I'm gonna have me and my baby gonna be a genius. And we got to deal with her dumb ass for the rest of our lives.
You gotta figure that out. You gotta be like, what's 8 plus 8?
Yeah, straight up. Okay, make a fist. Now count to 15. Okay, you got 10 toes. Now count to 15.
Yeah, it say you gotta love the whole person. Exactly. You gotta love the good and the bad. You gotta love the little quirks. You gotta love the things that irritate you. You gotta love all of that. I don't like people that nitpick over that. That means you ain't in love with that person. You might love them or you might be infatuated, but you're not in love. Because a ninja could drop a fork or something like that, and you like, then if you was in love with them, like, hey, babe, you dropped that, let me pick that up. So you gotta figure that part out. A lot of people using love the wrong way. You can love a person but not be in love with them. You can be in lust but not in love. Y'all might have been sexually compatible or financially compatible, but you ain't in love with them, because once you're in love with somebody, all that shit don't matter. All that shit is cute. It's cute.
Yeah, it is. And at some point, you're gonna get tired of screwing this person. And then what? If it's the greatest ever, you're gonna be like, but I hate you.
It's the greatest ever, but we can't even communicate. We can't have a conversation. Right. We can't go out to eat without an argument, or just be like, now we bored, just sitting there looking at each other, holding our phones. I don't want to live the rest of my life that way, because I believe you can find the worst ninja or the worst woman out there that sex is horrible. I figure with a little guidance, we can get them to where they need to be. That's right. All I'm saying. Everybody just ain't gonna come out the gate knowing what they're doing. Everybody don't do that. You got to figure it out. I got to figure out how to coach you to learn me, because everybody try to do shit that they did from somewhere else 12 relationships ago. Don't try that. That ain't me. So now I got to teach you me. You got to teach me you. That's all I'm saying. Sex is important, but trust and communication and understanding what compromise is most. Yes, compromise is the biggest. I'm talking about the biggest. It's so many people that's me, I. Ain't no we, no none of that. No team, no nothing. And I hate that for them.
Yeah, I mean, people in the relationships, she ain't got, they don't have, I have to. Like my favorite thing when you see, like, I'm in part of this group called Grown and Sexy. If a dude don't know how to, if he ain't traveling, he can't be with me. Well, maybe I ain't never traveled because I didn't know to travel. Maybe I don't know how much fun it is in Las Vegas. Maybe I've never been to the wine country in California. Maybe I have never been inside of a museum, so I don't want to go to the Black History Museum. Maybe I didn't know sand was white. So why would I want to go to the Bahamas?
Right.
I don't know. You know, people act like they woke up they woke up one morning and there was a book next to their bed. Stuff grown people do. Oh yeah. So you just thought everything. No. You can find somebody that's right here socially that want to be up there. And next thing you know, they doing it. They think the whole world revolves around clothes and cars. So that's all they have is clothes and cars with no place to go. But look, don't buy 7 pair Air Jordans, buy 4 pair, and then we can go on this cruise. Because, you know, it was just, hey, you might have had some bad information on the trip. I personally, again, had some bad information on a cruise. So the person was clearly lying to me. And I said, well, I ain't going. And here it is, literally 20 years. This is the 20th year. As a matter of fact, it was literally 20 years ago. And I was like, what? Oh, no, I ain't doing that. And now I'm getting ready to go because I got better information now. So just because I haven't gone on a cruise don't mean I don't want to go on a cruise. I got bad information. And maybe, just maybe, you could put me on to.
Right.
I didn't go to church. One more thing. I didn't go to church from 1982 when my mama stopped making me until 2008. And 20 years ago again, somebody told me something about church. And I said, oh, for real? Then I started being interested in church.
You got to be the person's yin to the yang. You ain't got to be me, because I don't need somebody like me. I need somebody maybe the opposite of me that completes me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like y'all sitting up here looking for the perfect. I don't think it's no one out here that's the perfect person. So we got to figure that out. She said, listen, I like this guy with a little D, but his conversation was great. There you go, because we can figure out what to do here.
I'm not going to be bothered, y'all. There's too many women in this house. I'm not commenting on that.
We can figure out what to do here. And he said, that's why you see people together that others don't think match, and they get to know you. Yes, you can see a drug dealer with a church-going lady. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? School teacher with the criminal. What are we doing here? The scammer. What are we doing here? But they made it work. Just like what Ice-T and his girl. They made it work. He was with Darlene for 1,000 years and married Coco. Yes, baby. And I love them together. I don't know why, but I swear for the Lord, I'm like, they look like they complete each other. Like they seriously, they got one phone.
Wow.
They've been together 50 years or whatever the years is, but they have one phone. They spent the night with each other every night. This ninja is a rapper and be on TV. They spend every night together. They, besides one night, she said. Out of all the years y'all been together, how many relationships you know can say that?
Yeah,
they share a phone. They don't even have two phones. They share a phone.
Hey, that's what I say, man. People with this imaginary foolishness in their heads. You need to come up with something that works for you. I don't want to be like my shout out to Reggie and Don. This is my brother and my sister. I've been knowing them since the 80s. They have been together since 86. It's been 40 years this year. They got together our sophomore year in high school. And since we've been adults, I have never seen Reggie and not seen Don. And I hear people all the time, they be around each other too much. I get sick of that.
It's because you don't like your person.
You don't like you. So you don't understand why somebody would want to be around you that much.
Yeah, that might be the kicker right there. And I think people be having ulterior motives.
Yeah.
You trying to get outside because you trying to act single. We don't know. No. Because if that's your person, no matter where you go, you should be able to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? I've dated people and I was able to go to a party, had a blast. Like, what are we doing? I'm not crapping their style. They're not crapping my style. We know we meet up at the car at the end of the night. I ain't saying I got to hold your hand and walk with your pocket. Like, oh yeah, they going to know it's us. No. You go mingle with your people. I'm gonna mingle with my people. We come back, or we mingle with the same people together. I ain't saying we can't. What I'm saying is, it's never gonna be a time that you be like, this bitch just sitting here for no reason. No.
I'm telling you, man. I have in my adult life, I have never seen my man Reginald Elliott and Don Elliott apart, unless I've never seen it. I've never seen it. We talking about 40 years later. If I've seen Reggie, I've seen Don. He went to the military and flew her to Germany.
That's what I'm talking about. You hear me?
They have not been apart.
You hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Love at its finest.
And then I got a hating buddy. And I said that to her. It ain't always been that nice. Well, guess what? Whatever it was, it's working tonight.
Thank you. That's all that matters, because I'm sure y'all got an argument. Y'all gonna disagree. It's like she said, can't have a complete opposite. Gotta have exactly. We have some common things, but I don't want him to be exactly like me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out, because what I'm lacking, I want you to have. What if I'm lacking ambition or something like that? You could be my motivation to get me to the next plateau. I don't want both of us to be procrastinators. You know what I'm saying? Like those little things. Of course, we're going to need certain things in common because we can't just be sitting there as total strangers. But yeah, I don't want you to be exactly like, I don't want us to be I don't want us to be the same person. I don't want us to be the same person. I want to have conversations with different points of views. I want to have all of that. You know what I'm saying? I want us to grow together and we can agree on certain things, but I do not want somebody to be like, yes, man, to everything that I say. That ain't.
And you know what? Even if I am a yes man to everything you say, as long as I don't let you fall on your baby, baby.
Exactly.
Fix this.
Yes, exactly. That's what you gotta do. Though, for real though. Like, stop the conversation. Like, say you into something, you be like, well, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, baby, I agree with you, but then I'm gonna still get it done. I don't want to belittle you in front of nobody, and I don't want to figure it out. But we gonna figure. Or you got to figure out how to talk to your person in a calm demeanor, or to figure out how to sway them to the right decision. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to belittle nobody. I don't want to argue on, you got to do this. No, babe, I just think it's be a little bit better if we do it this way, and then we could come around and come back to that later. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, like you said, you gotta learn and you gotta teach. Yep. Yes, exactly. Because everything ain't about rah-rah and arguing.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I don't understand how people, again, my final thoughts, and I'll let you take it after that. My final thoughts is, how are we around people and not uplifting people? How are we talking to people and not trying to make them better? How are we not offering? How am I calling you, oh my God, with a gun to my head, and you going,
hey, my business.
Hey, man, you kill yourself, that's on you. Man, I lost 5 very good people in 2025. And this sucks. And I've talked to you, I talked to my sister Phyllis, I talked to Paul. And I'm better because of that. I've talked to other people. I'm better. But if you to talk to me, if anybody who know me, they know I do about 4 or 5 podcasts a week. In the last month, I've done 4 or 5 podcasts. Mm-hmm. It all came to a head. I mean, my oldest friend passed away in February. Another friend passed away in June. Another friend passed away in July. Another friend passed away. A family member passed away in September. And the day before Thanksgiving. And my favorite uncle passed away the Monday after Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. I was shook to the point where I was, without y'all, I don't know where I would be, because I remember standing in line with a case of water, and I was just standing there, and the lady, who I don't know how, I always end up in her line. She said, hey friend. She said I was standing there looking like she said she thought I was mad at her. So without proper friends and family members around you, you are not gonna make it. You are not going to make it. Yeah. It's on you.
It says, because the world is jealous, it's about one and up. I know. It's about one up. I know. I swear for the Lord, they don't want to see you shine because they think you're gonna shine better than them. They hate the way people love you. You know what I'm saying? They hate to see you receive love and they not getting. They trying to figure out what's wrong with them. I don't know. But friends, since we're the last of the outside kids, our friends are what molded us to be who we are. You know what I'm saying? You got people that led you the wrong way and led you the right way, but we know what it was to be what it was. You know what I'm saying? We knew who had our back and who didn't have our back. Nowadays, it's so much fake fraudulent and clout chasing. You don't know what's going on, and they leading these people down the wrong path fast. Leading down the street with gasoline drills on. Like, I don't understand, but you do need, and we do need us to come back to supporting us and being there for us. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And that's exactly how one party said.
Like I told rap, if someone in my heart, I'm gonna be there to listen as a listening ear, shoulder to cry on, and that person who are there for you, of course. Because sometimes people just need to vent to you and they don't need no response. And sometimes they looking for a response, or verification. So you gotta be all those people at once. You gotta be Miss Cleo. You gotta be.
You have to be a friend. Don't be asking people these trapdoor ass questions because you know the answer, and you just, I'm gonna make you look like a damn fool. Nah, don't talk to me no more.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me no more, because I'm telling you, when I didn't got to I've matured to the point where I don't hold grudges anymore. I used to hold a grudge like Aretha Franklin hold a tune. I've gotten to the point, but I with that I've taken that anger and made it a long handle spoon and tell them get your ass over there. You ain't to help, you here to hurt. It ain't there is no middle ground with friendship. There is no middle ground. Either you're here to add or you're going to subtract. And if you're here to subtract, I'm not dividing my time with your ass.
I definitely not. That's why my circle is small. So many I have been friends with since we was kids. Got like 4 childhood friends, still friends with to this day. Yeah, we started out as 30 and now we down to 8. So
see, you know what? I hate, before I say this, I totally understand and I agree with what she said, but I hate that we have to have small circles. Why are we walking around cutting ourselves off from people? Our circles think about it, man. We 45, 55, 60 years old. Our circle should be it's 50 states. You should damn near be able to call somebody in every state.
Every side of town, every area code. It does take a village. Low key, it does. It does. I ain't lying.
Yeah. We should be able to call somebody somewhere in every single state. Be like, hey, can you help? Can you I can get you.
I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I wish I could have brought all 30 of those people this way, but then, like she said, you can't be. Some people are malicious, envious, and intent. So I would love to, as age 50, let bygones be bygones. So let's start all over and build anew and build a village. I want that because I love the fact that we were deep. Everybody would serve their purpose because everybody is different in their own right, and they all have something to add to your friendship. You know what I'm saying? And to your kids, because something my kid can't talk to me about, he could talk to one of them 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we do need to get back to that.
Yeah, man. I totally understand because at one point, me and my son, we would not get along. Vince, BJ would talk to Uncle Vince. Lil Mike, even to this day, he calls me. If he can't talk to Mike, he'll call me.
Right.
Bria, my daughter, would talk to Mike and Vince. It's just a cyclical situation.
Yes.
And Lil Vince was talking to me. And we didn't have fathers when we grew up. So it felt great to have my nephews come to me. Hey, what's up? Lil Mike texts me every morning. Good morning. Love you. Every morning. 365 days a year. So yeah, we need friends.
Yes, we definitely need to go back to that.
Otherwise, we ain't gonna have nothing. And you know what? I'm gonna say this before we go. This is gonna be the last thing. I am creating an event this summer. I haven't decided what date it's gonna be. I want y'all to do it. That I want to for our community. I want to do away with Thanksgiving. I want to get us a day in the summer. Every family in America. I would love to do it on the same day. Instead of celebrating Juneteenth because they just stole it from us and made it something about freedom. And everybody ain't needed freedom but us. But I would like for us as a group, as a community, as a culture, to take off the second Saturday, the Father's Day weekend, and move it to make it Family Day on Saturday, and all us get together and show pictures of our friends and family. Do away with this terminology: stepmama, stepfather, stepbrother, stepsister, half brother, half sister. My mama friend, my daddy friend. It's uncles, aunts, cousins.
Yes.
Ain't no play. Because when we was out at the club, you was with your best friend. This is my sister. This is my cousin. You ain't say play, cousin.
You definitely did. I definitely did.
It's my cousin.
I definitely did.
Let's get back to that.
Because my kids trying to figure out how I got 3 different sets of sisters. My mama's side, my daddy's side. Where this side come from?
All these sides. No, this is my family. And invite. Don't invite your spouse's family and your family and your mama family, your daddy family. Invite your family. Because guess what? I have seen it in action. My cousin Andre is my mama's nephew. Mike and Vince are related to my father. One day somebody ran up on Andre, and I took off to help Andre, and Vince and Mike took off to help me. And Dre was like, "Well, I didn't even think y'all was gonna help." They was like, "You are cousin."
Right. Thank you.
So, you
That's
are cousin.
right.
That was
We'll figure it out later.
So all these steps and walkers and all this, look, family. And with that being said, I'm B, we Trey, and we are.
I think oftentimes we as people, black people especially, are taught to go above and beyond all the time, and I think a lot of times we do that with our capacity. We do it in relationship. We do a lot to prove that we're loyal, that we trustworthy, and all of that. And we'll pour until we got nothing left, and then we'll try to keep pouring. And that's not just romantic relationship, because I think the habits we build outside of romance are what we take into romantic relationships. So make sure that, like, you're not out here pouring into folks and you ain't got nothing, bruh. Find people, find places, find habits that fill you up, bruh. And make sure you giving from people from your overflow, bruh. Don't be out here giving